Yes, some sort of pastry with weed.
We are now recording.
It's not always a pastry because we get the gummies, and I always call those edibles.
Generally, it's a pastry, but yeah.
I don't.
Maybe we should stop though because we're recording.
I have editing software. Worry not.
Yeah.
It's an edible form of it, is what it is. It's just any edible form. Ta-da! There's your answer. Take it. Take it or leave it.
You are making it harder and harder than to edit this video.
I'm not too worried about it.
We're giving Bryn some practice for editing videos in the future.
Actually, I need it.
Don't worry, everything's more difficult with me around.
I can actually do Cayman's gestures.
Don't worry
This
about
is how he casts Eldritch Blast right here.
Yeah, that's actually how I pictured it.
And then there's this. This is Armed
The
with
Hadar. Yep.
Yeah.
How
This
many
is-
slots you got left?
This is Kage Bunshin no Jutsu. How many slots do I have? Oh, that's a great question.
See,
I
I'm a
would-
wizard
Who
and
called
a
in the
nerd,
Templar Order?
but I have 6 spell slots. So, yeah.
Just for everyone, for your own sake, please bring up your character sheets. You might be needing them shortly.
I have 2 slots. Hey, we must have got a short rest at some point.
Oh yeah, you did a short rest in the room where you fought the phone. Okay, I'm just gonna go back. Last week, you ventured down into the Rosezone Mausoleum after getting in through the front entrance. You checked out the front room, kind of headed east a little bit, found a bunch of bats. Lucy brazenly walked up to and alerted to their presence. You fought them. You didn't really take many hits, but at this point you just kind of wanted to rest anyways. During the short rest, Leon and Aelor opened a sarcophagi that they probably shouldn't have, and a bunch of snakes jumped out at them. The whole party came running, and eventually dealt with it after they were almost killed. Continue heading along. They found another exit. Oh wow! All right, I'll take that. You ended up fighting those muscle boneless monsters that jumped off of the skeletons. You found a door, very very elegantly engraved and embossed with that skull with the spider with the wings in it. Cayman pulled a switch, and you headed into this room. And heading into this back corner where you find yourselves now, you found a couple skeletons, which you were able to destroy with relative ease. And then as Brightleaf kind of snuck in there, she came back out looking worried and said, "There's an armored one in there that looks tough."
Yep.
And other than that, Miss Harley Tibble, Rhea Applewood, is on top of the pedestal, about to open the chest after having attempted to disarm it. And that's where we start.
Rhea,
I watch a halfling die.
Rhea, you might want to hold off.
Yeah?
Yeah, there's a big one.
All right. What should I do then?
Maybe trapped chests aren't the best idea to mess with?
Get your bow ready, I think.
Well, I cut the thing, but all right.
Yeah.
Kinda...
Cayman and Eglor are both gonna wisely step back.
Okay, yeah, you can control Iglor now, or you should be able to control.
They're going to create a crossfire.
Is this a pillar? What is this?
That's like a it's like a table
Can I
surface
shoot over it?
sort of thing. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can probably shoot under it.
Yeah, it's like it's like about a 3 foot tall stone slab that it looks like was used as just a surface for placing things on, possibly candles or other religious
It's only 3 feet
items.
tall.
Yeah, it's about 3 feet tall, and as you can see, 10 feet long and 5 feet wide. So it's a pretty large, just block of stone. It seems very solid, not like the sarcophagi, which those appear to be
not tall enough that I can't shoot over it.
Yeah, the ones with the X's, those are where the sarcophagi face that was on this kind of wall-mounted, it looks like tomb structure. The ones with the X's are ones where it has caved in and whatever is inside was destroyed.
Okay.
The other ones appear to be still closed and intact.
And possibly with loot in them. Yes.
Possibly.
More likely, more zombies.
There's totally like there's totally like some legendary magic item in one of them, but every single other one is like a zombie or something.
Snakes.
So, when do I get to open
zombie
it?
Spiders too.
I really, really want to open it. I cut the cable. It's probably going to be fine.
Yeah, I know, but... Alright, listen. Brightleaf, do you think you can get the attention of the one around the corner and bring him round?
She nods once.
Alright. Eglor.
Yeah?
Hand him attack. Me and Eglor are gonna hold Eldritch Blasts and just wait for Brightleaf to bring him around the corner.
Cool. Perfect.
I think I'll just hold myself an arrow.
Remember, if you don't use it within a turn, it's wasted.
Technically, yeah, but cantrips and items don't matter, so... you're gonna see her sneak up to the corner and peek around. I'm gonna give her stealth check, which... bring up her sheet.
I'll prepare lightning lure, by the way.
Bring lightning lure?
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh, that would work.
Lightning lure and Word of Radiance is my only damaging cantrips, so... I mean, yeah, cantrips. You don't want to prepare a spell slot and then it gets wasted because your trigger didn't happen.
Everyone except Cayman, as she kind of steps into the shadows around the corner, will see her straight up disappear. Cayman, you'll just see her very, very sneakily disappear around the corner into actual shadows, but there's a little bit of a delay between what you see and what everyone else sees because of Moonstalker.
I see nothing without dark vision.
I
believe I'm still holding a torch.
Currently, where are the light sources in this room? Because I know it doesn't matter for everyone, but I thought Yoga was carrying one and Cleek was carrying one.
I have one.
I honestly forgot. When did Leon get a torch?
I did, and I have light.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe at some point me and Cleek both lit a torch, so I forgot.
Yeah, it was in one of the battles. You pulled out a
light.
torch, lit it, and handed it to Cleek.
Yeah,
that was one of the actions. Okay, so Lucy, from your vantage point, maybe you can see Brightleaf, maybe not. She's very sneaky and she's like melded into the shadows. Maybe a perception check if you're trying to see her. But nope. You definitely don't see her. She's actually right in front of you, but you cannot see her.
Brightleaf, is it within the range of bright light from my torch?
She's within the range of bright light? Oh, okay. Well then, I mean, you can still play with the shadows,
20 feet.
though.
20 feet bright, 20 feet dim. Fair. Either way.
She's still got a 26 on stealth, I guess.
I was about to say, I'm definitely hiding my torch a little bit, because I don't want to, like, give away Brightleaf.
Yeah, no, I get it. For me, it's mostly... it's that she rolled really high.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is a critical hit attack with stealth. So, you'll hear a... and then she'll reappear coming back around the corner. Let me roll damage for how much she did.
Jesus Christ, Brightleaf.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, honestly. I really wasn't.
Maybe.
Lowest possible damage for
Wow.
a crit. That's awesome.
Crits are
Doesn't-
fine.
Does she have Dreadful Strikes?
Does she have what?
Dreadful Strikes? Gloomstalker thing? I feel like Gloomstalkers have that.
Red Ambusher?
Dreadful Strike. Never mind, that's a different thing.
Dread Ambusher, get bonus to initiative equal to wisdom modifier. Ooh, I should write down that her initiative is +8, actually.
Yeah.
That helps. And then the other one... Sorry to go over this.
Was that a perception roll? Oh, holy god.
No, if
What did I
on
miss?
first turn of combat, which she initiated and then ran away from, +10 feet speed, +1 weapon attack. Oh, so she gets to shoot twice. If hits, +1d8 damage. The first one would have actually been... it would have had 2d8 more, because you would have doubled it. So it would have been a 15, and she would have gotten that other...
Wait, was it a...
Wait, she has 2d8 damage?
So Dread Ambusher is the Gloomstalker ability I think you were thinking of. It says on the first turn of combat, you get +10 feet speed and +1 attack with your weapon. And if it hits, it deals an extra 1d8 damage. The first attack of the combat hit, so it would have done an extra 1d8 damage, and because it's a critical hit, it would have doubled that as well. So that's why it did the 4d8 +5, and only ended up doing 15. And then now she's, because of the other part of it was you get another weapon attack, and she's going to shoot again, because it's basically, in a surprise round, Gloomstalkers hit harder.
That's the one she gets 1d8.
Yeah, and a 15, actually, this one you hear a ting, and that will not hit.
Oh, that's not reassuring at all.
So there will be a moment in between where you are still holding your abilities, and then after a moment, Brightleaf's gonna back up as well a little bit more, but you will see 1,
Oh!
2,
Oh!
and 3 zombies come around the corner. And as they move closer, tell me when you trigger your abilities and who they target.
As soon as this one moves here...
Mine would trigger the moment one comes around the corner.
Okay, so I'm assuming you're all hitting the first one then, which is fine. It might take all 3 shots to knock him down. Lucy, if you were readying an attack as well, this zombie has entered range, so... so that's definitely going to be a hit on the first one, so I will say... Yep. And then the Egglore Blast is also a hit, and that's going to do 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 6.
It's Eldritch Blast is a force attack.
Is it too late to say I want to use Sharpshooter?
But does the Genie's Wrath add to fire damage? Is that what it is? Or is it only if it is fire type?
Genie's Wrath just straight up adds 2 fire damage.
Oh, so it's 5 then, not 6. 3 force and 2 fire. Cool. And then Astro, 26. That's gonna miss. No, it hits.
21 Sharpshooter.
Oh, okay. Then
Sharpshooter.
21 will still hit.
These guys have such a low AC. It's virtually no reason not to use Sharpshooter.
No, it's a good choice. 9
19
and then
damage.
that's 19. So
Plus
I'm
10
gonna roll. I'm gonna roll its undead fortitude. No, it could technically.
19 plus 5 is 20.
Oh yeah, no, it's done. All right, so it's just the first one just collapses. First the red bolt hits it, then the blue bolt hits it, then the arrow hits it, and it just seems to break the collarbone, part of the chest. The thing just collapses. The arm kind of like really far back off to the side. As that zombie is very dead. The other 2 are still advancing. Did anyone else have a held ability? Lucy, you can continue to hold yours for one of the other ones if that's what you're doing. Otherwise, we're going to roll initiative.
Yeah, I was kind of like, go for whatever.
Okay, yeah. So when this guy steps in to fill the gap, you can take a swing, and then we'll do initiative.
Oh.
Okay,
no.
so that, unfortunately, you will miss as the zombie comes around the corner, stepping over its erstwhile comrade, kind of cloven into by Cleek's arrow. You'll take a stab at it, and maybe it's because it's tripping over the corpse of its friend zombie, but it staggers, and you completely miss, and kind of like really rack your blade across the ground. You're like, I'm gonna have to really, really polish the hell out of it to get that out. And you take care of your weaponry, so it particularly stings your pride that you just nicked your blade really bad on the ground with a bad thrust. But I'm not going to penalize you for the critical miss. Are there normally penalties for critical misses on ones? I thought the worst is that you just miss, right? It's always a miss.
It's always a miss.
The thing is with a critical miss is that it's a guaranteed miss, same way 20
Right.
hit regardless of modifier, which is really a major thing in higher levels, or when you have a modifier like Cleek with a +9. Normally I could supposedly guaranteed hit these guys. If I roll a 1, it's a technical 10. I still miss. It's a nat 1.
No, that's completely fair. That's why I was asking, is because I wanted to make sure what the mechanical effect of a 1 was. Because so many people are like, oh, it should be worse than that. Like you lose your weapon, or they get an opportunity attack, or there's different ways of doing it. So I just wanted to find out the stock way, and so we're good. All right, so let us roll then initiative.
All right, here comes Mr. Chief Captain Cayman Marith with a big ol' 13, and then Eglor with a big ol' 19.
All right, let me add a farm and give him a 19. Oh, he's already added. Nice.
Remember, +8 for Brightleaf.
Mm-hmm. I got that written down. 22.
Ooh.
Goddamn.
Yep, that's how you do it. What's mischief was? Unless the moon
Oh, Brightleaf has the alert feed.
No, she doesn't.
No.
And only a plus. Wait,
No,
what?
she
No. How do you get +8 to?
Gloomstalker. It's her wisdom modifier is added to her dexterity modifier for purposes. If she took alert, she'd be at 13.
Gloomstalker got that.
Yeah, it's I think the level 3 one.
It is.
It's not the only subclass that got to boost initiative like that was Swashbuckler.
Nope.
Now I just want to make a combination of all the classes just so I have a +20 to initiative. I'm going first.
Wait, supposedly with multi-classing, if you were a Gloomstalker and a Swashbuckler with the alert feed, and you had 20 in Dex, Wisdom, and Charisma, you could have a +20 to... you could have a +20 to initiative! Screw you! I'm going first!
I'm sure you could boost it higher.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm sure there's a magic item or something.
And you could get advantage with certain magic items.
Just use divination on your initiative roll.
Yep. I rolled a 20.
All right. So at the top of the order, we have Brightleaf, who is going to take out an arrow and fire it at the closest zombie.
The big guy has not shown his face.
That's going to be 9 damage to the first zombie as an arrow lances out and stabs into it. And that is... She's actually going to take a step forward to close the space, along with Lucy, forming a vanguard to catch the enemy. And it is now Eglor's turn.
We're going to move up right next to Cayman, and he's going to call upon the Firebolt.
Ooh, the Great Firebolt Lord. That's a hit. That's going to be end up being 10 damage. Ooh. So as the flames fly past Lucy and Brightly and Cayman, they blast over and kind of wash over this zombie who is looking really, really beaten up at this point, but you never quite can tell with zombies. So anything else with Eglor, bonus or more movement?
No, he's good right where he is. He's pretty happy there.
All right. Forward to Leon.
Are we all? So start this off with a chill touch to zombie.
So the front one? Okay. Go right ahead and roll to hit. Yeah, so that's going to be a hit. Go ahead and roll damage as long as it's... Roll damage.
If it kills it, it dies.
Yep. That's that cool thing about Chill Touch. It's a great spell against zombies and other undead, but...
Great equalizer.
What's it, 1... I have it written down.
It's like a D8 or something.
Chill touch. Yeah, it's 1d8 necro. 4.
Yeah, so once again, you've been doing this all day now. You reach out, and the spectral hand, it kind of like reaches over Brightleaf and just slams down on this lead zombie, and you can see as the hand pushes into its body. It seems to pull whatever force is keeping this thing alive out of it, and the rest of the body that's moving, the muscles kind of start to shrivel and blacken and turn to sludge, and this zombie in front is now also gone. So that's a kill. Leon, any movement or bonus action?
No, I think I'm alright now.
Alright. Cool. Then we move to Lucy. You can probably see him around the corner. So yeah, you can see him. I'll say that you kind of... I mean, you can either step out and take a shot, you won't enter their range, or you can just... We'll just say you can shoot from there, kind of like around the corner. In this case, you have the angle and they don't. That's a hit. Alright, 7 damage. What was it? Yes. But you'll probably be able to retrieve these arrows from their bodies unless, they get destroyed, because they're meaty bodies and these arrows are meant for hunting fleshy things. So it didn't break on entering. At least not that you can tell. Maybe it broke something in him, that was a lot of damage, but other than that, that is your action for the turn. Do you have any bonus or movement? To Cayman.
Alright. I can see him from here.
Yep.
Alright. Bringing up them fingers. Firing off that Eldritch Blast. I think that hits. Maybe.
Yeah, that'll hit. And that'll do 8 damage. You guys are just tearing through these here zombies.
And of course, knowing that there's another one up, I'm gonna take my other hand, turn it, lift it up, and break forward.
It should be controllable by you now.
Nope.
Really?
Yep.
That's so sad.
It's story of my life. Nowadays.
Yep. Alright, now I need to roll a spell attack for this guy.
Get him, Cayman. Get him.
Whack 'em.
Get him, Captain.
Takes 2 cold damage, and now its movement speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's also looking very rough after the slap and the tickle and the arrows and the eldritch. So he's not feeling too good. Any movement for you?
No, I'm good right where I am. I'm happy here.
Alright. So,
Oh boy, here it comes. Yeah. Yeah.
so as it rounds the corner, stepping right past the zombie, you see this tall, armored form of. It looks like they're in this. What used to maybe be exquisite plate mail, but now has turned to rust and is pockmarked with centuries of tarnishment and lack of upkeep, and this sort of fish with 2 C's, I guess, but this large skeletal face with these kind of 2 burning blue eyes set in the head kind of turns towards you and you see that he draws a longsword, and I'm going to move your tentacle for a sec. Steps forward and takes 1 swing at Lucy.
Oh boy. Yeah, I know where this is going. He's gonna take another swing.
I'm actually glad I went after the monster.
Yeah. I bet you are.
And then after swinging at you with its longsword, it will raise its other hand, its free hand towards you, and claw at you with this terrifying blue fire around its hand. Does a 20 hit? Alright, so you are going to take
Oh damn.
6 necrotic damage, and please take a constitution saving throw. Alright, so that is going to be a failure. You lose 6 health, and your maximum HP is reduced by 6. Oh! Creature grasps you, and its cold touch manages to get some of your flesh, and you can feel it leach the warmth out of it. What little warmth your form had. But you can feel your body weakening as it looks deep into your eyes, and this rictus grin of this hot skin pulled against the skeletal face, it does seem to kind of peel back in something more of an evil smile as it feels you weaken in its grasp. But that's its turn. And we go to Rhea, who will see this and just be like, oh, wow, and take a shot.
Yeah.
Didn't really know what else to do. Like, oh, that's kind of scary.
That's the issue.
How about that?
Wow.
So that is going to hit.
Remember, a 15 did not hit this guy.
Yes, but a 23 did.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Alright, this arrow thuds into the arrow thuds into the creature's breastplate, and you see it kind of stagger back a step, and its grip from Lucy is released, and its flavor you already agree. But Rhea begins knocking another arrow, and it is Yoga's turn.
I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna cast a web, encasing both of these two. They don't have make the deck save just if they go on deck.
I'm guessing you put up a bunch of webs in the hallway behind where your teammates are. Yeah. You conjure a massive, thick, sticky webbing at a point of your choice so that fill a 20-foot cube from that point for the duration. They are difficult terrain and lightly obscure their area. If the webs aren't anchored between two solid masses, they totally are. It collapses, and it's not a big deal. Each creature that starts to turn in the webs or that enters them during its turn must make a dex save. They are restrained as long as they remain until they break free. Cool.
And as I kind of cast this, I kind of like whisper to Eco, only set it on fire if it breaks free. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Alright. And we move to Cleek.
Alright, well, I'm gonna pull out that inspiration, and I'm gonna get advantage on a sharpshooter shot. Alright, so these are only +4, not +9.
I think that hit.
Well then, does a 20 hit DM? Or a 19? 19 hit DM.
A 19 hit.
It has one.
That's
19 hits!
Somehow don't kill this
Yeah,
thing.
that is the problem.
Is that a
25 damage. That's a 25.
Pizza, you guys are gonna kill it before my web does it?
Maybe.
So this thing is your arrow. It stabs into one of its eye sockets, putting out one of these baleful blue eyes. The creature seems to be unraveling in its armor, yet it stays standing.
That's crazy.
Alright, I think I'm just gonna back up a little bit, and that'll be my turn. Hey, I'll go there. Better right.
Sure.
You know, yeah, that'll be my turn.
Alright, moving to Brightleaf, she is going to, I guess she has her bow out, so...
She can always switch.
Yeah.
But she doesn't have to because she has that ability that lets you just shoot things up close.
Yeah, she's going to raise her bow and point blank at this armored thing and fire a shot. And it's going to break on the creature's armor, even as it stands before her, like staggered, and the shot, even at point blank, just shatters and does nothing. And you can see the look of shock on Brightleaf's face. And so she, seeing this, is a little freaked out because now one banked off the armor and now one shattered on the armor. So she's actually going to start to move away, which will provoke an attack of opportunity.
Oh, she left an opening. Oh, no.
And that's going to be a hit. Damn. She takes 9 damage as she steps away from the armored undead creature. And moving then. 20, 30. And it's Igor's turn. Yeah, it's 20.
Iglor is sadly not going to use a fire spell. He's gonna do an Eldritch Blast. Somebody has to know.
He can hold his. Okay.
Nope.
So, Eglor is going to try and mutter the arcane words, but find that He just doesn't have any juice in him right now. Maybe he needs to eat an egg.
Oh man.
So he pulls out an egg that's probably a little rotten at this point, out of his pocket and starts trying to cook it instead of doing the Eldritch Blast because he can't get it out this turn.
Gonna move away and try to cook his egg.
Alright, so now we're going to move to Leon.
Oh, disappointing.
Okay. I need both of the zombies to make a con save. I'm gonna cast Shadow in between them.
Alright. So
Wait, in between them? Like here?
if you cast it right there, it'll also hit Lucy.
No, because I gotta hit all.
You can only shoot at a point that you can see,
You can
And-
always center it back here.
but he can't see that
way.
point, so he'd have to move.
That's an
But,
issue.
but from Cayman's pointing out that you could have jumped onto the table or something, or around the table and do it from there. That's absolutely true. You can see from that angle.
So,
So it's
what
really,
I'll
it's
start.
really just about how you want to do it.
What's the
So
spell
what I'll start-
description of Shatter, though? I don't know if it'll break my webs.
Under damage.
Thunder damage. Sound.
A sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a con save. The creature takes 3d8 thunder on a fail, or half as much on a success. A creature made of inorganic materials, such as stone, crystal, or metal, has a disadvantage.
Non-magical
Non-magical
object.
objects also.
Actually, no. Do it. I'll be okay.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, that's up. I mean, you could argue though a non-magical object is also my webs. I don't know how much HP webs have though.
Webs are a magical. It doesn't matter if they're whether you consider them an object or not. They're magical.
Yeah.
You have magically summoned them, and they will disappear when you lose concentration. They exist only because of magic.
That
There's
doesn't make
nothing more magical.
that does not make them magical.
Point is, I'm gonna slide the table to get over here, and I'm gonna cast Shatter.
Yeah, if you cast it here, on this square,
No,
you'll hit both of them.
here. You can see here.
Yeah,
And from here.
that's true.
You need Lucy
No.
on it.
Yep. No, Cayman has it. It's if you pop it from that spot, you can hit everything.
So back up here.
Also might wake up the vampire that's in the area. Just saying.
Well, this would be the third or fourth time that you guys have
already
cast
a couple
Shatter.
times.
Yeah. Well,
we
if the last one didn't wake it up, this one's gonna.
That's great logic. So, okay, are you casting the Shatter spell on that spell?
Yeah. Right here. So I
So
need
I
both.
will roll con saves for the zombie. That's gonna be fail. And for the armor thing, that's gonna be a pass. Go ahead and roll damage. 3d8.
Seven damage.
So that's going to be 7 damage to the zombie. So I'm going to roll another con save for it. And it looks like it comes back up. So your shatter spell, I don't know how you trigger it. Flavor for me how you summon and cast your spell. How do you make this loud noise?
So I'm going to. I'm going to throw one of the cards from my deck at the wall. I'm gonna have it stick into one of the bricks, in between the bricks, and just pop like a huge firecracker.
All right. So as the loud pop goes off, you see the zombie get blasted into the wall by the force of the noise, and you think its like body is broken and shattered, and then it starts to slowly get up. However, the armored creature beast skeleton thing next to it buckles and falls to its knees, and then falls to its side and shudders and seems to die once more.
More hit points? Damn.
Yeah, it didn't have much left. Actually, I'm going to put that
I
body-
did deal 25 damage, to be fair.
Yeah. Can you roll? Can you roll Dex? I just want to see if it would have mattered.
Dex save for it? Okay.
Just out of curiosity.
21.
I mean, it doesn't look very dexterous. It also doesn't have an X over its body, and I don't like that.
Yeah, weird. Usually when they die, they have an X. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. So Liam, that is your turn so far.
Alright, not only my turn.
That thing's totally came back up.
All right, Lucy.
There's magic webs right in the water. It's stuck.
Comes back after a long rest.
I'd probably drop concentration of the webs once that thing dies.
You can't yet.
Dropping concentration is at will.
But it's not your turn.
There's no
At will is
at all.
Any
You can
time.
do it any time.
My disguised self is at will.
Not necessarily. Well, the thing is, the casting disguise self takes an action or bonus action.
Yeah.
You can drop concentration at any time.
So 23 will hit. It'll do 4 damage. Your arrow will slam into this little guy here. See if he survives it. He does not. So the arrow, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage as far as arrows you've shot before. But when it slams into this zombie, he collapses, broken, and gone. And with that, the room appears to be cleared. Combat has concluded.
I'm gonna pick up the torch that I dropped when I drew my bow.
Yeah, it's still burning. Alright, so as you check the body,
Alright.
go ahead and roll an investigation check. Alright, Lucy, you don't find anything of... Well, no, as you're kind of patting over the body, you find that the longsword is really just an old, rusted piece of metal. Probably been here as long as the armor. The armor is not at all usable. You're not sure how it stood up to the blows that it did. Even as you kind of like touch the body, it kind of folds inward like paper around the arrows that are sticking out of the body, which is itself, as you kind of look inside, starting to like kind of disintegrate. But yeah, let's see with that investigation roll. You are able to find 5 gold pieces and 18 silver pieces.
I'm looking at this armor. I'm trying to. Is there any way to salvage that armor, like whatsoever?
No. It is. This metal is eaten and worn and busted, and there must have been something to it that it actually held up like it did. Some part of the the thing that was animating this beast, but it appears only to be more dead with time. And after a moment, the tentacle... Is anyone else going to do anything? Lucy's checking the body. Everyone else is just kind of congregating.
Nah, I'm gonna move my tentacle fall for the
Yeah.
minute. And once the minute ends, the tentacle poof.
Towards the end of the minute, you'll hear shuffling at the top of the hallway and see 2 more zombies just kind of shambling by. They actually don't seem to be very focused on you, and just kind of standing around.
You know what? That's so sad. I did actually say I was going to drop concentration.
Yeah, so they're unobstructed as they walk through where the web was.
Yep.
Rep.
Brightleaf is catching her breath, looking a little worried.
We're gonna like stealth ourselves right here.
So Cayman, you climb over the short wall, kind of wade through that low water and climb up onto the pedestal with Rhea to look at this huge chest.
Yep.
Alright, so she kind of steps around it and to the back and points at a small cable that she has severed and says, "Alright, Captain, now that we're done with whatever the hell that was,
Open it.
this is the mechanism, and I think taking care of that is gonna fix the problem."
Alright. Let's crack this egg and see what's inside. Egg?
Alright, stand back a little bit. Let me work my magic. Haven't checked the lock first. You see, with a deft flick of the wrist, she sticks a tool into the lock on the front of it, and you hear it. Alright, with that done, she slowly pushes back the lid of the chest, and...
It's a mimic.
No. Rhea makes a
Don't
con
give
save.
him ideas.
Unsafe.
Uh-oh.
A large poof of green
Said we were
smoke
gonna watch Halfling
bursts
Down.
out of the chest, and she manages to cover her face in time that she doesn't inhale any of it. But then a moment later, she takes a dex save.
Holy shit! What? What is it?
And manages to keep her feet as the pedestal that she's standing on with the chest suddenly sinks down into the fountain, and the walls of the fountain shoot up towards the ceiling to seal her inside.
Oh, that's really not good.
Bachelor.
So you cannot see inside of this area. You hear a tring, and you're not sure what it is, but you hear, Captain?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I found the right part of the trap.
No, I kind of gathered that, Rhea. The walls came up.
What do I do? You hear
You're
splashing from inside of there.
Hey, just wait a second and tell me if the water is rising, okay?
Just about to ask, yeah.
About a
I need-
second after you
Oh.
say that.
Yeah, okay. Yep, we need to move. I'm guessing. Boy, it's a shame I wasn't the one trapped in there. I just like, guys, I can do this all day. Get me out.
Well, remember, that water isn't very good water.
Yeah, but I don't have to bring it in my
The
mouth.
the doors to the 2 entrances to the room suddenly slide shut. Not that you had ever seen that there were doors to shut, but with a
well.
loud
Oh, no.
People are doing things.
Lucy's trying to say something, or is she muted?
I'm not sure if Lucy is muted, but she is looking to the north and trying to find out what gets revealed when she looks that way. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Alright, good. So you see some stuff.
There's the little lever on it.
Pull
Wrong.
the lever.
Pull the lever! Wrong lever! Why do we even have that lever? Yes. So at this time,
Yeah,
the doors have closed. Lucy, you see the zombie. The zombie. I'm gonna see if it sees you.
probably not.
I mean, with that.
Oh, classy.
Nope.
Classy, Leon.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Music choice.
We're gonna.
No.
Lucy, what are you up to?
He
Well,
was
this is
drawing an interesting hieroglyph, is all.
Oh, I gotcha.
We're gonna like sneak a little bit over and just start waving for everyone to come that way.
All right.
There's-
As you start doing that, you start to hear and feel actually some rumbling beneath your feet, and it starts to increase, and you start to hear like the rush of water and the a little bit more intense splashing, and Captain, the water's it's starting to rise in here.
Yep. All right, let's go, everyone, now. Lucy, what's over there?
She's just kind of like just straight up like running up here.
Okay, you're just gonna run up to it and start ganking on it.
We're gonna run up here and we're just gonna like. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and start doing it.
All right, cool. So as you run up to it, I'm going to have you roll a surprise round attack on it. Then we're going to do initiative, and stuff's going to start happening.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
surprise attack on the zombie.
You going for the zombie or the lever?
Yeah, are you pulling the lever or attacking the zombie? Sorry.
I was gonna go for the lever.
All right, please roll an athletics check.
Yeah, these are rugged levers. Oh my god.
So you run past the zombie, just brushing against it, and you hear, and you grab onto the lever, and you yank on it with all your strength, and it doesn't budge at all. It holds fast, and you tug on it again, and you tug on it again. You're flexing, you're pulling, and you get a foot up on it, kind of like Cayman, and you can't get it, and that ends up being your surprise round, as you are unable to budge the lever.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, let me pull up initiative, and yep, we're doing that.
Oh. Hey, I'm okay with this. Egor is probably gonna notice. Wait a second, everybody's taking off.
That's some
now
crazy
Hey,
initiative.
look, my
Coming out.
pitiful walking speed can actually get me to the enemies.
Excuse me, but I need to correct you. Just circumvent the pillar and the wall. Behold, advantage within your grasp.
If I'm not
if you can
mistaken,
just teleport
you can't
through
move
walls.
diagonally through a corner.
That's correct.
Yeah, all you have to do is teleport through the corner. No, you have to go around the corner.
do this. All you gotta do is do that, just straight through the wall, man. I mean, a shatter went off right here. Are we sure the wall is still there?
It's probably just a bit more crumbly than before. It's a solid stone wall. To be honest, though, if nothing else, it might actually be smarter to stay here, or maybe here, and just use my bow, rather than try and go in with my rapier.
Or stay here, attract the zombie while I sit over here. I'm not just a pretty face.
Does not like melee.
All right, so Brightleaf, not really knowing what to do, and having seen these walls go up, is looking kind of around frantically and trying to figure out what to do. She is going to.
Surprised she didn't say there's a lever in this room. It's like, what? Would have been nice to know.
Busy dealing with the big thing and the other like 4 zombies that were around it. It was a bad moment.
Can we get the rest of this room revealed? We pretty much have line of sight.
Pretty much.
Hey,
Pretty
I don't
much.
have line of sight to that corner.
At this point, is there anything to hide in that? That's even hiding there?
There might be another zombie.
There might be. Okay, so let me reveal for you, and welcome back, Yoga. We have finished initiative order.
That's
have you?
not
Did
a
you
wall.
re-initiative?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm on initiative.
All right. So then we start with Brightleaf. I was going to roll a. All right. Investigate checks are intelligence, right?
Yeah.
So she's looking around
Also,
frantically
both
for
zombies
some way
going
to
on the
help.
same-
And her idea is that she is going to try and climb up. Seeing that there's a small gap between the ceiling and where the top of this lip has gone, zombies are on the same initiative, I'm guessing.
Oh,
Going to try
I think he's
and
looking for if there was a gap
climb.
as well.
Oh,
Was he?
How big is this gap? Yeah, I put it in
I mean-
messages earlier.
I mean,
Cleek is looking at the top. Is there an opening?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I did not see
standing,
that.
like,
There is a small
Right over
gap.
here.
Oops.
Crap,
she is
I'm more
able
focused
to...
on getting her out of there than... I'm like over here.
Okay. Good luck with that.
So she's going to climb up and be on the lip and looking down, and she will call back and say, the water's rising.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
How big is this opening?
the opening between the top of the lip and the ceiling is about 3 feet. So you can almost stand up to she's kind of like hunched
I know
down. But you're good.
I know a bird who could fit in there, and I could probably carry a little halfling.
All right. Well,
Know what
it is
I'm
now
doing.
your turn, so you can tell me if you think that will happen. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, go
How-
for it. Go right in there.
How high up is this wall?
So the vaulted ceilings in this large room are about 20 feet, somewhere around 20 feet or so. So these walls have risen from where they were about like 2-3 feet up as a lip. Now they're like 18 feet tall or so. So you have to.
So if I used like 20 feet of movement to get like right here where Brightleaf is, kind of, I could use like
Yeah.
another 20 feet to get down. First, I want to actually see it. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 20 feet out of my 50 to
All
get
right.
up to the top and see in.
All right, so as you fly up to the top and peek in, you see that a lattice of bars has spider webbed across from each of the different parts and have now kind of caged her in. You cannot go in, and the water underneath is starting to rise up. And it's that really gross looking water, and already Rhea, it's kind of like up to her knees. And now it's up to her waist, sort of thing. So it's rising fast, and she's looking up to you and splashing and trying to find a way to climb up. But the walls on the inside are kind of sheer with slime and algae and decaying swamp things. You know, it's slimy, scuzzy water, and it's hard to get a purchase on the surface. It's also not her turn, so. But that's 20
And
feet of your movement.
I imagine the halfling isn't fitting through those bars, is she?
Not even her.
Not even if she was a gnome.
Okay. Well, crap. I'm just gonna be honest. Cleek is probably spending his turn just looking at this, trying to figure out what to do. Okay.
Got it.
So, I mean, as much as I would mechanically love to say I fly over and start to get ready to fight over here, no, Cleek took too much time looking around like, what do I do? What do I do? Oh god.
Very good. So Cleek, with that done, you move to Leon.
Alright. I'm going to start my walk. I'm gonna start by moving it back over to the table.
Okay.
I'm gonna look over at Cleek and ask, do you see a way of getting her out?
With that investigation check, since you didn't really do an
What'd you
action
ask?
this turn, and I'll say that it... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. I just rolled that. I'm typing right now. That's basically just Cleek trying to figure out what the heck to do about this situation.
Yeah, with that roll, you
I
look
figured
down
that was-
at the situation. You see that there doesn't appear to be anything in the chest that you can see from here. It's still open. The only thing that you can think is, have you tried closing it again? But
Yeah, right. As if that would work.
in fact,
You know,
Lucy, now that you're next to this console and have been wrenching on the lever for a solid 6 seconds ineffectually, you see that there is another item on the console. There is a smaller switch to the side. So if someone wants to render that, you can. But there is a lever and a switch. And Leon, it's you have your movement. You've now set a free action to say something.
Yeah, what were you asking? I want to answer that. Leon?
Oh, if you have found a way of getting her out.
No.
Close the chest! Close the chest!
I don't know what to do.
I warned you about the box.
I didn't like it either.
And with saying that, there's nothing else I can do, so I end my turn.
All right.
Alright, I know what Egglor's gonna do. I know exactly what Egglor's gonna do. It's
You
perfectly
continue to
accurate.
hear and feel rumbling from beneath your feet and around you.
Yep, Egglor's gonna step over here and cast Shatter on the corner.
Ooh,
That is exactly what Egglor's gonna do.
that
it's
is
gonna do
exactly what Egglor would do.
15 points of damage!
All right.
So let's see. 5, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Everything.
Let's see. Will that do enough damage to break it?
Yeah, will it?
They're just stone. I'd imagine to have a lot of HP.
Yeah. It doesn't do extra damage against structures, does it?
It's damage against creatures, not structures.
Okay.
I think. Let me
Okay.
double.
No, I
just
gotcha.
closed my own character. Let's see. A creature made of inorganic material has disadvantage. Nope, no extra damage.
Okay. So the blast goes off, and everyone in the room can hear the loud as it hits the side of this now raised fountain wall thing. And as the sound waves ripple through the room, the rumbling beneath your feet only increases. And you see cracks, spider webs the surface that was impacted, and you can see, water is starting to leak out of those cracks across the floor. But it appears that it was not enough to break the wall, although it is dented, it's cracked, and there are leaks forming. Although at the same time, Cleek, you and Brightleaf atop the wall, looking down at it from the inside, you will also see the cracks. But the water isn't yet at a level, even on Rhea, when she's short, where it's like at an appreciable amount where it's going to put pressure on that wall outwardly. So, you know, if it was enough to break the wall under load, maybe, but it's not under load yet. So
Hey,
it took
Leon.
damage, but that wasn't enough.
Leon, we can break the wall open. That's what Eglor says to Leon. We can break it. Look. And that's his turn.
Does Leon still have spell slots for Shattered?
Never know. All right, so the two zombies are gonna go. So I'm gonna have this zombie shamble towards Cayman and take a swing.
Hey, how did he know I was there?
He walked slowly forwards and then saw you. He had 10 feet left.
Yeah. I knew I should have hid.
Dang it. I didn't write that. Oh, I did.
I'm taking a lesson.
Does
from
a
Big
21
Boss.
hit?
Yeah, of course a 21 hits.
You will take 2 bludgeoning damage as the zombie tries to give you a hug, and
yeah, you
hugs kind of tough. Hugs kind of hard.
Yeah, squeezing a little bit too much. Oh, all right, enough. Cut that out.
And the other one is going to take a swing at Lucy. A 12 does not hit. So as you're still pulling on the lever, this zombie's like slapping at and clawing at your armor on your back, and you're just like ignoring it, and it's like. And that's the zombies. Kanan, your go.
Yep, I've seen this
Technically,
before.
it was actually your go first because you have a higher dexterity than the zombies do.
Yeah. Motherfucker. You
Whoops.
zombie cheated. I was gonna do this but now since I'm trapped, I'm like, all right. Oh, what to do? Oh, if only I had something to get around. Oh, right. I take my orb of necrotic shielding, cast darkness on it, and just walk away.
Alright, we did rule that technically you get attacks of opportunity if something leaves your range, it'll just be at disadvantage. And a zombie's too stupid to not hold it.
And I'm sad because you can only do that on things you can see. But whatever, disadvantage is good enough.
2d20, keep lowest 1
Nope.
plus 3, 12 misses.
just
So as you walk past it, it just gives
push
you a
him in
hug,
the
and you shrugged free, and it goes for another hug.
I just push him away. Like, nope.
No, thank you. No, thank you. No autographs.
28. Which way is
so-
the lever? Is the lever over on this side? Like, is the
from-
lever in this direction or in this direction? Pointing this
so
way?
the lever is in the up position, as the other one was. You are trying to pull it into the down position, is what Lucy is doing. You also see a switch to the side that she is not touching, and it would be an athletics check to pull the lever, and you did your action to cast darkness.
Oh yeah, Lucy, it is pitch black.
Yeah, Lucy, you can't see anything. You are now in pitch blackness. Your hands are still wrapped around the lever, but you cannot see anything.
Just keep pulling on the lever. Don't worry about a thing. Do I have a bonus action?
Even with dark vision, it's just black.
It is pitch black.
It's magical darkness. You cannot see through it. Dark vision doesn't help.
Just keep pulling on the lever. I'm protecting you right now. And that's my turn.
All right, so we go to Yoga. Yoga, I'm gonna give you this for a moment, real quick.
Nope.
I'm gonna give you this real quick. Yoga, you have a sudden flash in your mind that you are all in grave danger.
Oh, really?
Oh no.
Grave?
No.
What was that thing about a vampire?
Time to get her out of here and then
Okay, This would have. I didn't say it because I didn't want to interrupt anybody, but originally Yoga was here, and the reason why he's over here is because he's dancing around this entire structure to see if he'd noticed anything.
Okay, please roll an investigation check.
Okay. Brilliant.
Man, 3 people now have investigated it and all gotten sub 10 rolls. The stone seems sturdy and relatively smooth and difficult to climb. It is also wet to the touch, even on the outside. But other than that, you can't glean a weakness or anything in particular about it from this vantage point.
I did hear Cleek. I could also see like the little gap at the top.
Yeah, you can see that there is a small space above where the top of the fountain rim has risen to.
Were the bars at the top, or were the bars here?
So you know, it was like a rim that, you know, the rim itself rose up, and then from the top of the rim, perpendicular to the wall itself, so it's flat across the top. There, you could walk across the bars along the top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Brightleaf could walk across the bars and stand directly above Rhea and lower down a rope, but the bar lattice is still in the way, sort of thing. So that's what you have, and the bars go, and the perimeter here, leading to the large skull fang mouth structure on the wall. Those have also risen to about the mouth level. So, yeah. And there's bars all the way across the top, so if you traveled, farther up this way, you wouldn't be able to escape. You'd just go into the teeth.
Okay. I'm going... Whoops, that's not what I want. Why can't I get, like, the... Wait, hold on, there it is, I think. I'm casting Reduce on myself. I am now just under 3 foot, and I weigh 60 pounds. And I'm yelling to Cleek, get me up there!
Wow. This is wild. Alright, so you see Yoga, you pull out a pinch of that powdered iron that you had gotten from the gentleman at the Silver Shoe blacksmith, and you how do you fluff this? You just like kind of toss it into the air over yourself and you start to shrink?
I rub it into my skin, and then as I do, I start to shrink.
Ooh, badass. So you have like these kind of like metallic smears across your scaly upper arms where you know, the bulk of it kind of got rubbed in, and pretty soon you're only like a foot and a half tall, you said? 2 feet, 60 pounds? Target size is halved in all dimensions, weight is reduced to 1/8. So how much did you weigh?
60. It's unfortunate. I would weigh even less if I was like a normal sized creature, but I'm like 410 pounds.
Okay, so
but
yeah,
I think Cleek can lift me. But Cleek can lift 60.
Cool, so you are now a 60-pound small turtle. That is adorable.
Yeah, Cleek can easily carry it.
Mini turtle. Alright, let's move to... Is that your turn then?
Yes.
Alright, cool. We will move to Rhea, who you are going to see... she's going to look around down there. She's going to, I guess, do an investigation roll for her. See if it yields anything better, because... Yeah, no, she does a better job than you guys. So inside of the trap, first thing she does is she kind of leans into the chest and sees that there was a different trigger mechanism in the bottom. You hear her curse lightly to herself, close the chest, and then head to kind of like do a little perimeter walk of the walls, and she sees the inside wall where the blast came, from the shatter, and she looks up to Brightleaf and Cleek and is like, I'm gonna try and break my way through this, and starts slamming herself bodily against it. She's tiny, and the rising water makes it difficult to get purchase or velocity. And she has already moved a lot and done her action for the turn, so she does not get to roll an athletics check to attempt it. But that is what she's decided she's going to do, is to try and break through in that way. The water is about at her thigh level at this point. So it is.
When
it
she
is
calls
rising.
out to that, can I respond?
Yeah. Go. What are you gonna say?
Get away from it! I'll try. I might be able to do something.
All right. So she'll use the last of her movement to try and wade away from it.
Away. Do not. Let's do it.
All right.
I
So
have
that
an
will be
arcane shot left.
that will be Rhea's turn. Do you, Lucy? Your turn. You are in utter darkness. Your hands wrapped around a lever that won't budge. A zombie trying to hug you from behind. Oh, that'll do it. So with a mighty tug, you wrench down on the lever, and then you hear the place is already still rumbling. It has been for the last 12 seconds or something. Like the last couple rounds, the place has been rumbling, and it's been getting steadily louder, especially after the shatter and the walls came down, to block off the two doorways. And exactly, you got it. So what will happen now is as these you see the torch behind the right eye suddenly, and now with both eyes lit, the mouthpiece of the fanged skull, you can see it open wider and something slide open behind and inside of the mouth, and you can hear inside Rhea go, something opened. Wow. I guess that's a way out. Cleek and Brightleaf, you can actually see that the water level is beginning to recede as it rushes in that direction to escape into the mouth where it was actually coming out of before. It looks like the water level situation has been resolved, but it has not been opened at all.
And we don't know where this goes.
Correct, although it looks like perhaps Rhea might have an eye on some of it. And Lucy, it's still your turn. That was your action.
Can't really do anything else, I guess.
That's true.
You can
Guess.
move.
Yeah, that's tough.
You can action surge and then attack.
True.
The thing is, it's just a zombie. Is it worth action surging?
No, that's my turn.
Okay. So, between turns,
You could use some movement to get a flanking angle.
she's posting up. It's fine. So, between turns, before Brightleaf can go, the rumbling reaches a temporary crescendo, and you see a number of the sarcophagi doors open.
Oh no! No! Oh, Liberty Jippers, that's not good.
Holy God.
So, ladies and gentlemen, got an honor serving.
God.
All right.
Well, it's been nice
So-
knowing you guys.
And a number of skeletons are revealed in scraps of armor and bearing ancient, seemingly crumbling weapons as these doors, these sarcophagi like cover doors kind of slide down and fall open. And so Eglor is terribly frightened as suddenly the rattle of bones shakes up behind him, as the sarcophagi door slides open. So now it is Brightleaf's turn, and she is going to see this. Going to see the. If nobody dies here, then holy. Yeah. So Brightleaf is going to see this, and she's going to target the skeleton that just came out behind Egglor.
So these are standing sarcophagi.
These are standing in the wall sarcophagi.
Oh, I thought these were like shelves with sarcophagi on. I didn't realize they were like the standing ones. Okay, that makes it even worse. Oh god.
All right, so she's gonna fire off
I
an
played
arrow
enough
at the
Skyrim
one.
to know what comes out of a standing sarcophagi.
There you go. So she's going to fire an arrow over your shoulder, Cleek, and kind of down at an angle, and it's going to just shoot right over Egglor's shoulder and hit this skeleton that's menacing him in the chest, and really do a number on it, but it's still up. And she's actually going to, let's see. What is she gonna do?
Alright, Egglor, buddy. This is your chance to shine.
She's going to hop down from the wall. And I'm going to do an athletics check to see if she doesn't
Break her ankles.
Yeah, because
It's 20 feet down.
yeah, it's 20 feet down.
Oh god, wait.
2d6.
Wait a
yeah,
minute.
so I have to...
Every single skeleton
Is it an acrobatics check?
is on the same initiative.
Yeah, probably better.
Okay, she lands nimbly and is completely fine. And as she steps forward, she says, "Leon, get behind me." And Kalik, it's now your turn. Unfortunately, with no long rest, Brightleaf has no spells.
It's fine. Egglor has a spell.
Yeah.
He has a couple
I'm-
spell.
Okay, there has been a lot of revelations, and there's a lot of different things Cleek could do here. But right now, with this opened, Rhea doesn't look like she's gonna drown, and Cleek is a lot more concerned about the skeletons than trying to get Yoga up here when there's no immediate danger to resolve.
Yeah.
So what he's gonna do is he's
don't
gonna hop
trust
out
him.
like right here
Okay.
and begin flying.
Yep.
And I'm going to take a shot. Do I want to sharpshooter it?
Oh no, Yoga's left alone.
I'm just
He's a tiny turtle. Run.
yeah, I'm gonna take
Yeah.
a shot at this one
At which one?
next to Egglor as well.
Okay.
The
Go
one
ahead
next to
and roll
Egglor.
for Yeah.
Save your friends, and I'm not gonna do sharpshooter.
it. Then you hit, and it's dead.
Yeah, it's dead. Good.
Yay!
It's-
That frees up Egglor.
So your
That frees-
arrow slams into a scrap of its armor, and it seems to have been probably the worst thing for it to have armor right there, because the force of the blow shatters all of the bones underneath, as if you had shot, an arrow with a rock on the end. Like it's basically like you shot a bludgeoning arrow, because it hit the armor at just the right spot. So, it shatters the thing, and the bones just kind of crumple into the rubble of the front of the door that opened. And Egglor, it appears to be safe for the moment. So that was some of your movement and your action.
Okay. Other than that, I'm just gonna move over, like right here, still flying, and I'm
Okay.
I'm like 20 feet in the air too. From
So
the
you're
top
like
of this,
scraping
right?
the ceiling?
I'll probably lower down to like 15 feet.
Okay.
Just to have a little more room to maneuver.
I have jump, but it's
But
not
I'll
prepared.
go over there.
Yoga, you did such a good job jumping before.
Yeah, that worked out so well for you.
Okay, frog behemoths are different.
Bonus action, bonus action, bonus action. Bonus action. I don't need second wind right now.
You don't have one.
Yep. Okay, I'm done.
All right, Leon, we are on to you then.
We are in danger. God damn it. Danger. Okay.
Big danger, much danger.
So, starters 5 feet forward, and then burning hands at
Alright.
both skeletons.
You will be able to hit both, so I will roll dex saves for both of them. Looks like a fail and a success, so one's going to take half, one's going to take full damage. Go ahead and roll your, I believe it's 3d6? 4d6? 3d6.
Were we ruling meat as pass or fail?
Meet is a pass. If you meet the DC, you pass. So was your DC 16?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, he passes. One of the skeletons passes. I'm gonna have it be the melee one. The other one gets roasted because in order of operations, you go top down and left to right. So top down was the first roll.
3d6. 9 damage.
All right, 9 to one and 4 to the others. So the flames wash over these two skeletons and scorch them, and you can see that the bones have been blackened and burned, and what ancient, dusty, caked-on little bits of fat that hadn't been gnawed off by roaches or rats at this point themselves blister and pop, and you can see that the bones, though magically animated, whatever gristle goes between the joints is also badly affected. But the two skeletons march on, and they are very much still around to give you some crap. Speaking of,
Use the rest of my movement to get.
all right, as she said, get behind me. All right, so now the skeletons go. So we are going to have this skeleton up here step out and fire one arrow at. I'm gonna have it be Brightleaf because it's the closest person.
Is it?
Sorry, yeah, Cleek is up in the air. Yeah, let me.
I'm 15 feet away.
Yeah, let me
We're
see.
actually equal distance. It's just I'm up in the air.
True. So I'm gonna see who he notices because Brightleaf's more on his trajectory. So it's gonna be a -1. Yeah, I know.
It's been an hour and a half already? Jesus.
Somehow. It's been multiple combats though, so you can always
That's just
flee
how
and leave
D&D
Rhea.
combat is.
No,
Yeah.
we can't. The doors are shut.
You can leave through the exit that you are in.
There's no wall here. This is a way through.
Didn't notice that.
No wall.
Yeah, you're not stuck back
I
there.
did.
There's more. So let's see. Yeah, he's going to notice Astro and actually take a shot at Cleek. So that looks like it's a critical hit, actually.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well then.
It does 8 piercing damage as it looks up at you and this
Thank
other.
God, it was a terrible shot.
Yeah. This skeleton will kind of rush forward at Brightleaf and take a swing as well. And that will also be a hit, almost a crit.
Oh my God.
And she will take 3 damage from
Skeletons
it.
keep rolling like this. We are not gonna win.
No.
We'll be fine. Eglor has a thing.
1, 2, 3.
Is it an egg? Because I don't think it's gonna help much. Neither is
No.
minor illusion.
He's been saving something. Wait a minute. Whoa!
You didn't see
What?
all the skeletons?
What the fuck?
Shit.
Ah,
That one
I
came
don't
from
like
right
this.
here.
I don't
That
like
was
that.
only 20 feet of movement.
Yeah. So
25.
one's going to take a shot at you. So 2 that came out are going to take a shot at Yoga.
Yoga,
get
you
missed.
can drop
And that'll be a
concentration
crit.
away.
My God.
Oh!
13 damage to Yoga as a big arrow hits a tiny turtle.
So sad.
And then that will be against Eglor with the skeleton that walked up to him. Is that a hit on Eglor?
15? Yeah, that's a hit.
My enlarge reduce goes away.
Okay, so suddenly Yoga back to normal size. And Eglor takes 6 slashing damage from, well, I guess it's piercing or slashing, whatever, from the short sword as that skeleton walks up to him.
Yep.
So 1, 2.
Holy crap.
I'm realizing 13's a lot of damage.
Yeah, it is. And with that, the skeletons are
Yeah.
done. They didn't do much, did they? So Eglor, your go.
Eglor goes here. And
Most
he
of
takes
them
up-
were moving.
Yeah, he will. So that's a crit.
Oh boy. Fantastic.
Wow,
Nice.
these skeletons are.
Did I
Damage.
not say this is gonna be rough? But Eglor has a thing. He's
Straight
been
up
waiting.
said one of us
At
is
least
gonna
they won't have
die.
to drag us.
He's been waiting his whole life to do
At
this.
least they won't have to drag us part of areas.
He's gonna bring his hands together, and then he's gonna hold up 3 fingers, and 3 rays will shoot out, and they
What's he
will
gonna shoot
target.
at? Separate targets.
Boom, boom, boom.
All right, roll the hit 3 times.
Yep. Let's see. It's a +4. Okay,
Yes.
that's.
So the dude who just whacked him really hard
Yeah.
twice misses.
Does the 12 miss as well?
Against the skeleton?
Against the
Unfortunately,
archer?
that is a
one
crit.
crit.
Yep.
So that is 46.
Yes, it is.
46.
That's 10 damage.
Yep.
Wait, +2. Genie's
Plus
wrath.
3. Plus 3.
+1 for the focus, so 13
Yep.
damage.
So actually, that skeleton goes down in a blaze of fire and brimstone as the scorching ray just tears it apart.
10, 15, 20. Can he move here?
I'll say no.
So Eglor was here, right? And then he moved here.
5,
10.
10, 15. If he moves just up above Brightleaf, he won't take an attack and he'll be farther away from everyone else. And remember, this big center area is now kind of like a pillar blocking all
Okay,
the people from one side.
That's his turn. That's his turn.
Alright.
End of his turn. This zombie is in total darkness.
Yep.
Wait, let
So-
me check that. It is a 15-foot sphere, so that zombie is unable to see what the hell's going on in here.
I'm going to have this zombie
And it's
roll
black
an
right here.
investigation check to determine where it wants to go right now. Alright. It's gonna sit there, not knowing what to do. The other one, sensing movement nearby, will take another attack at Lucy, but will be disadvantaged.
Yes.
15 will, I'm guessing, miss. So this zombie continues to try and hug you. Lucy, you're not having any of it. You've now pulled the switch, though. So
It's
you can probably turn around and deal with this thing next turn. It's not going to move at all. It wants to stay engaged. Cayman.
5, 10.
Yep.
And for the first time in a long time, out comes the dagger.
That rusty-looking +1 dagger. Ooh, that's
Right.
gonna be a hit for sure.
Yeah, that's a hit for 5 damage. Just stab it right in the back.
All right. So
That's-
it takes a 5, and yeah, so it is hurt.
And that's my turn.
All right. So now Yoga, your turn. You've been deconcentrated and back up to normal size, which I guess kind of is a dual meaning.
Yeah, wasn't there a zombie right here? I was not. Someone kill that?
Oh yeah, it got scorching raid. It got critted. Iglor got you a little help right there.
Has been waiting all his life to do that. Finally got to do it.
I'm gonna move right here and then magic missile the zombie.
Okay, cool. You're gonna send all 3 at it as a level 1?
Yep.
Okay, so 332 or 322 is 7. And that one. So that one is just going to go. In fact, yeah, it's gone. I think that was the one that came from. Oh no, that one's not. Right. Yes, the bolts, the 3 magic
Real
darts
sad
into it.
on those rolls.
Yeah, no, they're raging right now. And the skeleton looks as if it's been fairly heavily beaten by those darts, but it's still up and moving.
Alright, that's my turn.
All right. Everyone out there, what's going on? You hear splash, splash, splash as you presumably she's moving around in there. What? What do I do? Do I wait? Do I go down this tunnel?
Do not go down the tunnel. We do not know where it goes.
All right. Kind of stuck then. And her turn passes. Lucy, you still can't see, but you can sense that there's a zombie nearby.
Yep. And this counteracts the disadvantage of not being able to see.
Yep. That's definitely going to be a hit. And as you stab into the zombie, you do 8 damage, and it is looking rough for a zombie. Yet it remains, you think. Again, it's hard to see. Riley, I can't hear you if you're talking.
No, I'm not talking.
Okay.
Hey. Where does this darkness end?
It's a 15-foot radius around Cayman, so
It
basically,
ends-
once you get to the dead body of the armored wight, you have 35 feet of movement, so you can do it.
Yeah, once you get here, you're
You also
good.
can't see out of it until you're out of it.
All right. So as you feel your way through the darkness, kind of remembering the path you took before, you're gonna exit both zombies' attacks radiuses, and they're gonna both be in darkness, so they're gonna both have a disadvantage to attack you. So it's gonna be 2d20 plus 1 plus 3. First one is gonna. Oh, that's 12d20. That's not at all what I wanted. 1d20.
Well, let's see.
So a 9 and a 23. So 1 is gonna be a.
Wait,
crit.
what? No.
Oh no! If it
What
kept
about
lowest 1.
disadvantage? 1d20 keep lowest 1? 1d20 keep
What
lowest
is
1
wrong
is
with
just
me? Okay,
normal.
no, you guys are right. You guys are right. I'm an
got
idiot.
a 6. Now for the next guy. He
No,
gets
you're right.
2.
Thank you.
Holy
Lucy,
crap!
I don't want to kill you. I messed up. I'm sorry. Okay, so that's 2 misses. You're good. You're good. You made it safe. You
Can
made
I
it
just
safe.
comment on the sheer amount of crits that the enemies are getting in this combat?
It's honestly pretty frightening. I'm not doing anything special.
There's a crit in that.
Might be the
12.
espresso. Yeah, the 9 beat the 20, and the 3 that beat the 8. So yeah, is that?
Yep.
Do you have a bonus action though, Lucy?
I do, but
Is Lucy even taking an action this turn?
As she stabbed the zombie that was in the darkness between her
right.
and Cayman.
Right. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'll shut up. My memory is failing me.
so just make sure. Did I take any damage?
The only damage you've taken was from the wight when he lowered your maximum HP with the life drain.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna do action surge and attack this thing.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit again. That's a hit for sure. All right, and that'll do it. How do you kill this skeleton archer as you come around out of the darkness and just come up on it?
Well, I think it's gonna be facing this way, so we're just gonna come around, come up behind it, and just go slash with this rapier.
It last shot at me, actually. It was just facing towards you.
It's kind of looking towards you as you come out.
Well, I don't know. We're just gonna go, and as soon as we see, we're just gonna go swing at it.
Well, after you're done, he's dead. I mean, again.
He didn't even see
One
you.
way or
He didn't
another.
he didn't see you coming until you were right in his face.
Yeah, he's looking up at Cleek like, I hit that thing pretty hard, didn't I? And then like it kind of glances down. I don't know how you do glance with empty eye sockets, but then you came up and just ganked it, so done. And then we go